Do you have to turn over your tax returns in a car accident case or in a medical malpractice case? You want to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. In a car accident case or in a medical malpractice case, the key question to answer that particular question is, what type of damages, what type of injuries and disability did you suffer as a result of somebody else's carelessness? If it turns out that you were unable to work as a result of that injury, now the question becomes, well, how much income did you lose? What type of benefits did you lose? How much income did you lose from the time of the incident up until the time of trial? And how much are you expected to lose from that time of trial into the foreseeable future? That's critical to understand. So now, if in fact you did lose income and you lost money as a direct result of the injuries that you suffered, now the defense turns around and says, hey, Mr. Jones, you've got to give us tax returns to show us what you were earning before, for a number of years before you actually suffered your injury. Now, why do they want that information? They want that information because they want to know actually what it was that you were earning. And once you do that, now they have a baseline in which to go ahead and evaluate whether or not what you're claiming is true. But really, the question is, do you have to turn over your tax returns? The answer to that question is only if you are self-employed. If you are working for some company, then you are not required, and in fact will not turn over those particular tax returns. Instead, what you're going to have to do is get my son away from me because he's making faces right behind me and making me laugh. You want to come on video with you and the cat?
Yeah.
No, don't put him on me. I'm going to get all dirty. Come here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, jump. Oh! Okay.
That's an extra like 40 pounds of Billy.
So the question I asked at the beginning is, do you have to go inside? Okay? That's what happens when my son intentionally makes fun of me and he starts making faces until I start laughing hysterically on camera. To answer the question, you don't have to turn over your tax returns unless you were self-employed. If you were working for a company, then you will have to turn over your W-2 forms for about 3 years beforehand. This gives the defense an opportunity to see exactly what you earned year by year, and now they can actually calculate, based upon the length of time you were no longer working, how much income you lost as a direct result of their client's carelessness. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in the litigation process about whether or not you actually have to turn over your income tax records here in the state of New York in a car accident matter or in a medical malpractice case. You know, I realize you're watching this because you probably have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.